The Khmer are one of the oldest civilizations in Southeast Asia, and according to mythology, they are the descendants of the serpent god Nāga. But after 600 years of dramatic growth, their city witnessed its tragic downfall. The kings of the Khmer were believed to be the links between heaven and earth, mediators between the gods and mankind. But by the 15th century, Phoneyat, the last king of Angkor, was likely desperate to change the gods' minds and save his empire. According to legend, there was a ritual in which the Nāga, a snake goddess and guardian over Angkor's prosperity, appeared at night in the shape of a beautiful girl to unite with the ruler. The unification usually brought wealth and prosperity, but on this particular night, the stakes were even higher. Angkor's very survival. This time, did Nāga scorn the king? Perhaps. For the Khmer reluctantly began to drift away from their ancestral home. Without enough water to support the infrastructure, Angkor can't go on. The city is ceded back to nature. Over centuries, trees have forced their roots deep into every crack, scattering thousands of temple stones along the jungle floor. A once innovative people had overexploited their natural resources, and as a result, their society collapsed. It's a familiar refrain.
Well, the resonance of this is rather eerie. If you think of what we're looking at, we have a giant infrastructure, and that's part of an enormous network that covers 1,000 square kilometers. What's really eerie about this, we have giant infrastructure in a massive, low-density city. And that is exactly what we have in the modern world. The industrial world produces low-density cities with massive infrastructure. When you add on top of that, that somewhere between the 1300s and the 1700s, there was a climate change globally, whose impact we don't understand yet here, it all begins to look rather topical.
In the end, most people leave the city in order to survive. But some temples are never completely abandoned. A small group of servants and monks struggle to save a few from absolute ruin. And unlike Greek or Egyptian ruins, Angkor remains a pilgrimage destination for Buddhists even today. Its spiritual heritage still intact, and the story of its rise and fall, a lesson for future generations.